All right, everybody. Welcome to the Game Warrior. My name is Jason, and today we're going to unbox 6 Siege. Yes, we are. So one of the fun things about this game is we're kind of surprised it's here. So if you're watching this unboxing, you probably know the saga of Mythic Games. If you don't know the saga, I'm going to fill you in a little bit and hopefully keep you somewhat entertained as we go. All right, so Mythic Games is a company that has fallen on super hard times. Now, there is a discussion out there in the ethers, and one side of that discussion is that these people are evil crooks, like totally evil, manipulative people sitting on a yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean going, ha ha, we stole their money. The other story is that these are some of the most incompetent human businessmen on the planet, and women. It's one of those two. Or if you believe them, then they are sweet, smart businessmen, great creators, good people, but just had bad luck. I call BS on that one. These guys could have done better and they know it. And hey, I'm not judging them. I'm of the camp that they're incompetent. And hey, I am incompetent too in a lot of things. Truly, I am incompetent as well on a lot of things. So, total forgiveness for this. So if you don't know the story, their company has gone under for the most part, and this game didn't look like it was going to get here. And so what they did is they asked for a contribution. They had spent all the money they made on the Kickstarter, mismanaged it, all the other games that they had, and so they didn't have the money to finish this without asking us to give them some more money, which I gladly did, and I got my game. Now, to add some salt to the wound, if you got a salt shaker and an open wound, pour it right in there. They have other campaigns, other games that they are never going to deliver on. One is called Hell, The Last Saga, a Viking story game, and the other is called Anastyr, which is a, I don't know what you call it, miniature war game of some sorts. And neither of those games will they do. They've taken the money and they're either on the yacht or they've spent it all and have nothing left in incompetence. Either way, people will never get their games unless through some miracle CMON, the game that kind of bought the IPs, does deliver on their promise to deliver small portions of the game free to those who ordered the big ones. And I'm in both camps. I ordered a copy of Hell and I ordered, oh no, I'm not in Anastyr. I avoided that thing. I ordered Hell. And so CMON has promised that company that when they produce the game, if they do, that they're going to put it out, and if I pay them shipping, $30 shipping, they'll give me a copy of the base game free. And better than nothing, right? But here we are. They did produce this. So everyone out there complaining and bitching and moaning, you got something. And I really don't mind about the contribution. The game was pretty cheap. It was like $69 for this, right? And then I paid $30 for shipping, and then I had to pay another $30 for shipping, and I'm glad I got it. Here we go. No more negativity now. I know a lot of you are so angry that you're not going to be able to watch the rest of this video without anger. And I'm going to suggest to you that you get ready for positivity, for ridiculous positivity. I admit they screwed up, whether they meant to or not. But look, life is short. Let's have us a good time. Let's play us a good game. Come sit to my table. If you came to my house right now and you were sitting across from me and you said, let's play this game, and you just bitched about it the whole time, that would suck. Let's not do that. Let's not do that to each other. Okay? Okay, here we go. You saw me take the plastic off. You've heard me spiel and rant. And let's lift the box. This is always a fun moment, isn't it? It is to me. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, good job, guys. You delivered this game. Oh, and guess what? You can't smell it, but I can. It's got that new game smell. I love the new game smell. Okay, so here's our rule book. Let's sit and take a look. All right, with the miracle of editing, we have jumped down to the book, and we're going to open it up. And what we have is an introduction, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. We've got our contents here. Components, as they call it, more components. Core concepts, aim of the game. The paper here is, lately I've been seeing a nice linen finish to most books. This does not have that, so this is more papery. As I say every time, and I know all of my huge adoring fans out there have heard this so many times, I would like to say I sure hope this rule book is good. I mean that it's well written, concise, that it repeats itself over and over, that it gives you examples, that it's clear, redundant, because rule books are in a state of decline lately. So here we go, game areas. It's going to tell you how the areas work, the environments. It is a soldier shoot 'em up game. You got partitions. I did not get the all-in, so there's a whole bunch of other stuff. I didn't get it. I just got the base game because I order all-ins less and less, because most games that have all the extra stuff, I don't use. And so I waste my money. Now, some games like Massive Darkness 2, I do use. So there are some games where I do this. Okay, I mean, this is a pretty meaty book. I mean, this is a lot of small type. From what I've heard out there, if you're watching this, then you know what I know probably, if you've heard about it, is that this game is getting really great reviews. Like, people really do like the game. That would be amazing if Mythic Games, after all of its consternations and difficulties, actually produced a hit game. I do believe they're pretty decent at game design. Look at this. I mean, this is no small rule book, man, or woman, or human, or whatever you may be. Alien from another planet, Martian, whatever you are. Yeah, I mean, this is not small. Multiplayer mode, alternate profiles, hints and tips. Credits. It is designed by Carlos Gomez Quintana. Developer Jean-Baptiste Galit and Marc Legroy. Project brand managers Stephanie Berry, Konstantinos Lekes, and Matteo Rivera, and so forth and so on. Well, pretty good looking rule book, wouldn't you say? Looks pretty detailed. And then we have this book, which calls the Mission Guide. So I suppose there will be a number of different missions. The clubhouse control in Hanover, Germany, and so forth and so on. So that actually kind of looks good. I used to read the old Tom Clancy books before probably most of you were born. I started with The Hunt for Red October, and then Red Tide Rising, and so forth and so on. Great ones. Great books. Back before Tom died. He was an amazing writer. Just kind of created a new genre all by himself. These are boards, I think, for the characters. Maybe, or just, these might not be boards. I'm sorry. They might just be what you would call player aids. Probably just player aids. They're real thin, though. I will say that. Dear operator, the entire Mythic teams would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So I'm sure there is some satisfaction on these guys' parts of getting this out. I think the next thing they are committed to getting out is Darkest Dungeons Wave 2. I got Wave 1, and I thankfully don't have any content coming from Wave 2, so I'm done with Darkest Dungeon. And then this. And then the big question that everyone has asking is whether Monster Apocalypse will come, which I did invest in. Okay, here's some how to put stuff together things. Good, hopefully it's clear. There's the little thank you letter. And now let's start looking at some more stuff. Attackers. What is this? Oh, I think it's a poster. It is a poster. I better zoom out for you. Right? This reference document listing all operators designed to help you assemble a squad quickly. Although each operator is unique, they can be described in terms of following generic skills. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this looks cool. I mean, that's kind of cool. The geek in me that loved the Tom Clancy movies, you know. Oh, and then here's some stickers. So I don't know. We got to put some stickers together. And here we go. Some boards. I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Whoever you are out there, whether you're a friend, who's listened to me a lot, or a person who's never listened to me, that we're spending time together through the miracle of the internet and video. It's really fun. Obviously, something bonds us, and that is that we both love board games. So that's pretty cool, and I get to share that with you. Well, these came out, so I will tell you a little about these. And once again, I can tell you I just love the smell. These look like all of the operators that we just saw on that poster. So recruits. Yeah, so that's what these are. Quite a few options to choose from. These punch out really easily. I'm liking that. They're pretty thick. I mean, they're not super thick, but I don't know how thick they needed to be, you know. What do you think on that? Sometimes one thing that bothers me about punches is, well, too many of them, and then if they catch, the cardboard catches. And I haven't seen that for a while, but for a while, crappy companies were doing that a lot. These punch out very nicely. So it just does look like you have quite a bit of choices to make your team, which makes me happy. That makes me happy, like the choices. And these guys all have great art, and hopefully they have unique abilities that make them stand out and are fun. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going into Token City. Let's visit Token City. I probably will spare you opening every one of these, but let's take a look at some of them to see the quality. See the quality. You know, building, I wonder, I'm going to say this, this is a little thought experiment with you guys. I wonder if this game was even a good idea. Okay, so what do I mean with that? This is based on a board game, not a board game, geez, a video game. And so on the video game, you get to be an operator and go through tunnels with your gun. It's a first-person shooter and so forth and so on. So is that going to be fun? Why make it into a board game? It's an IP. Money, 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 money. Okay, I like money. I like money. I'm willing to have tons of money and lots more of it. I'm willing. But is it a good idea? Is it a good creative idea? You know what I mean? And so let's see how these punch out. So immediately successful punches. We are not getting cardboard pieces and chads off of them. They're good, solid little boards. I'm happy. Uh-oh, no, I thought I had one stick. And there you go. So these look good. No, I keep thinking they're going to stick. They got smoke and all sorts of things. So we're not going to go through every one. But you can see that they're pretty cool. So should this have been made into a game? Just in terms of creative principle? Or is it just a money grab? Don't say money grab to people watching a game about Mythic Games. You're going to get everyone upset again, Jason. I know. Okay, these punches look fine. And we will do the rest of that off camera personally. I did have someone ask for a playthrough. We should do a playthrough. What do you think of that idea? I think it's a good idea. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to move all this to the side. We've got our operators. We've got our punches, you know, all the tokens that we're going to need. And we got our big board. Oh my gosh. This board is quite sizable. Don't worry. Hold on. Stick with me, my friends. This would probably be something that would be really nice with a, what's it called? You know, the fabric ones that they do. Boy, my brain is not working. Yeah, you know what I mean. Boards that are actually fabric that roll out. Why can I not remember that? Brain fog. Okay, folks, let's take a look at this. Let's get up higher. Stick with me. Stick with me. It's all camera work from here. You literally would not guess how tangled I am in the microphone cord. I'm going to stop and fix this. All right. Playmats. Playmats was the word I was looking for earlier. So that tangle was so bad and it was so comedic for me to get untangled from it. I should have let you seen it because it would have been a comedy routine. Anyways, look at the size of that board. That's a big board. Let me put my hand out there for you. That is a big board. So all that for that. Now we're going to go back down again, and we are going to take a look at what you've all really been waiting for, miniatures. All right, here we go. Tighten that up, and let's look at some miniatures. Without turning the camera off, which I just did 5 different times. All right. This is so fun. I love board games, and I love opening board games. I will say, I thought, looking at the bottom of the box and the size, that the rest of it was going to be miniatures. It wasn't. The bottom has some dice, some plastic pieces, all sorts of other stuff. This terribly, terribly bad cardboard insert, which I'll throw away immediately. So there's less miniatures than I was hoping. But here we go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. There you go. Okay, we're done. Haha, just kidding. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Close up. Close up. Let's scooch it down, scooch it down, scooch it down, scooch it down. Oh, camera work. Clearly, I do not have a full, what do you call it? Look at that guy. That's pretty cool. Here's a guy with, oops, let's get him in focus. I'm into making sounds lately. Why? Because of Thunder Road Vendetta. Cars, man, cars. Okay, so these miniatures are pretty awesome. I'm liking them. What I don't like is the blue bases, unless they come off. Let me see if they do. That sucks. I'll tell you why. Because I want to paint them. So when I base them, they're going to lose the blue. I get it. These are the blue guys, right? But how am I going to paint them? Mythic Games, what were you thinking giving me blue bases versus the orange bases, right? I'm sure these are the 2 different teams against each other. Huh. Well, what are we going to do with that? These miniatures are awesome. I like them. I like the detail. Let's get in here with you. They're all glued together. I don't have to glue them together. You still with me? See if that's working. These are fun. I don't know, but they're all soldiers, right? So they're not like monsters, and I do like painting monsters more. So that's a good question. Will I even bother painting them? And then when Jason decides not to paint them, he has to go back and apologize for yelling at Mythic Games for making blue and orange bases. That's funny, isn't it? So what do you guys think of this game? What are you thinking here? Are you able to overcome your anger? Are you able to find the game in its just fun zone and relax and let all the good things of life come to you? Are you working out? It's spring. Are you getting out and getting some sunlight? All those fun life questions. All right. Okay, these miniatures are great. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of them because they're all fairly similar in the fact that they're not monsters, so to speak. And that is that. Now, I'm not completely done with you. Carlos Gomez Quintana, the board game, based on Tom Clancy's Ubisoft Zero. So this is just a little special. I don't know why I got it. I do not know. It says, alternate Zero operator miniature and profile. This operator looks like an iconic character. Could it be Sam Fisher himself? Comes with a profile, miniature, and all operator components. So not sure. Something that obviously came with the base. I just core gamed it. That's all I did. I core gamed it. And so we have one more thing to look at, which, stick with me, good people. Wow, this thing just keeps turning sideways. I wonder if there's something I can do to stop that. Let's pause this. Well, believe it or not, there was something I could do to pause that. I had it too loose. All right, we're about wrapping up here. So guess what we're doing next? After this, I'm going to unbox Dune. So watch that video, War for Arrakis. And I'm thinking of doing a Dune video movie review, Dune 2. Okay, this looks like some extra missions. Again, not sure why I got these. Don't know. This is in a different language, so don't need that. Just a little pack of extra stuff. Maybe these are the stretch goals. Pretty weak stretch goals, if you ask me, compared to some of the other companies out there. It's a new board. Yeah, I guess we got a new board to play with. It's square as opposed to the other one, which is long and rectangle. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't tell you because I don't remember, what this is. This might be stretch goals. It might be something else. But it does look good. It looks solid. I don't have a play mat. They probably offered one, but I didn't get it. This is the kind of thing where I would have, because boards that are this big tend to be uneven. All right, Six Siegers, Tom Clancyers, Mythic Game lovers or haters, Game Warrior lovers or haters. What do you think? I'm curious what you think. Type it out there. I want to hear what you think. Have you got your copy? Did you pay the contribution? You have to pay a little bit extra to get it. I know some people have called it a ransom. Clearly, they got to a point where they ran out of money. The crazy thing is that they're probably going to do, because they did this really heavy with Darkest Dungeon, right? Is that then you will see this go on sale really heavy at Miniature Market. I think they had a deal through Asmodee. I think they will sell it from their website really cheap. You'll get 1,000 emails. They'll be trying to get some money from it that way, selling your copy if you did not pay the extra contribution. So say you paid $69, then $30 for shipping, and then refused to pay the extra $30. They just keep all that money and then take your game and sell it. It was a mess. It was. We can all look back, but what we don't want, and this is the thing I really want to say, is that we don't want to let it poison us. I've seen people say things like this. That's it. I learned my lesson. I will never back another Kickstarter. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you some fun. Okay, watch this. You're going to have some fun with this. Okay, hold still. You see what I got down there? That's Fantasy Brawl from Mythic Games, of all companies. Delivered, right? Okay, Heroes of Might and Magic, delivered. RuneScape, delivered. Hate, delivered. Great Western Trails, I did not buy on Kickstarter, nor Mind Management underneath it. Lobotomy, delivered. If you're sticking with me, Fall of the Mountain King, delivered. World of Smog, delivered. Zombicide, Undead or Alive, delivered. Scarface, delivered. Kings of Ruin, delivered. Thunder Road Vendetta was already there. I got that at a swap meet. Robinson Crusoe, delivered. Euthia, delivered. Too Many Bones, delivered. I could show you some more. Here we go. Divinus, delivered. Tainted Grail, delivered. Lands of Galzer, delivered. Sheol, delivered. ISS Vanguard, way in the back, delivered. You don't even want to see what's under here, do you? Oh, there's so many games under there. Anyways, enough. Don't let it poison you. There's a lot of good companies out there. There's a lot of good games via Kickstarter. Let's not let this experience poison us. And what I'm really hoping is that I get so much fun out of the game that it just turns into a positive experience and I just let it go. One of my favorite bands, i.e. my favorite band of all time, Rush. Neil Peart, oh, God rest his soul. I'm still sad that he's gone. He died, but he had a song on the final album, and that song was Wish Them Well. And so I wish all of the Mythic people well, all of them. I wish them the best. I hope they go out and get creative jobs that they like, and they make money, and they have families, and they support themselves, and they just live good lives. I wish them well, and I wish you well. And this has been Jason of the Game Warrior, wishing you well.